so you guys can see everything. I've got GU right here. As you can see, it's already getting a little volatile. We'll watch the 1 minute chart right here. So we got 1 minute and 15 minute, and I'm going to cycle back between EU and GU. We'll look at the whole market, of course, but let's see what happens, right? I think what we'll see is a spike higher, and then it'll push lower. The whole thesis for this idea comes from this. We know that non-farm payroll is a volatile event. Volatile meaning it'll move erratically when the news first comes out, and then normally it'll find the true trend, that true direction after the news. Right here, we've been bearish on GBP USD all week. We've had short entries on GU earlier this week, short entries on other USD quote pairs all week. So that's telling you the dollar is gaining strength and these quote dollar pairs are coming lower. So with this news forecasted, if you look at Forex Factory, it's forecasted to be really good for the dollar. Jobs are added more than previous. Unemployment rate is supposed to go down. If that happens, if those numbers come out at forecast or near forecast or in that direction, you would anticipate USD quote pairs to move lower and then USD base pairs to move higher, DXY to move higher. So we'll see what happens. I don't think that that's exactly what's going to happen. I think you'll probably see the quote pairs spike up or down, and then we'll have to see where the true move is. Maybe it is down. Market sentiment here is very bearish on these USD quote pairs, which means there's a lot of selling pressure. Maybe it spikes up when the news comes out in 30 seconds, and then it falls. So I'm going to keep the 15 minute and the 1 minute open so we can see the volatility on the 1 minute. And then we'll cycle back to this like that. I'll put this right here. Oh, there it goes. Look at that bar down. Look at the 1 minute. See, I can put this somewhere else. 5 seconds here. Let's see what happens. Look at the 1 minute, 15 minute, and then I'll refresh the news right here so we can see the numbers when they come out. There it goes. See, this is now, you can see on this 1 minute bar, this is exactly what we would expect. Sentiment is bearish. The news is probably going to be good for the dollar. It's going to push GU lower and all the USD. Yeah, look, non-farm numbers are way better than forecast. Whoop, pin turned around. See, this is the volatility I'm talking about. Watch this 1 minute chart. And if you go look at your spreads right now, your spreads are getting bigger because there's a lot of orders being filled right now. So the broker has slippage, and that's what causes the spread to open up. It's pushing lower now. Let's see what it does. Maybe it wicks down and shoots up. But the numbers are good for the dollar. You added 850,000 jobs, which was more than expected, but the unemployment rate actually went up to 5.9%. That's fascinating. Previous 5.8%, now it's up to 5.9%. So we added 850,000 jobs, but we went up in unemployment. That's very, very interesting. Let's see what it does. Let's keep an eye. We got news candles here. There's the pin. This is what I'm saying. It can be very volatile. It can be very tricky with news. So let's see. We've got 100 people on here live. Thumbs up if you're watching your spread, if you're watching this NFP come in. Look at the volatility there. Who saw their spread open up? Tell me what it is. If you saw it open up, how big did your spread get? Let's check Euro USD. Is this moving? Big pin down on Euro USD right there. Dollar index up. So that's as expected. Now let's see if it holds. Let's see what happens, because sometimes it doesn't hold. Look at GU coming up now. This is NFP. Spikes in the direction that you think news should take it, and now price goes the opposite way. And this is why I say I never trade non-farm payroll. Look at this. There's the move. There's your volatility, bro. Let's check Euro USD. Moving. How is it coming up? Maybe because the unemployment rate went up, and it's not good for the dollar, and the dollar doesn't care about the jobs added. Maybe none of the news numbers actually matter, and brokers used all of the pent-up anticipation for news to then create true market moves. That's probably what it is, in my opinion. I don't think the market cares about these numbers as much as people make it out to be. I think what happens is brokers have a lot of amateur traders that are trading into this news, and they can move markets however they want, move price however they want when news comes out like this, and just blame it on volatility. And this is why I said if you were trading GU, stop loss should have been locked. So GU would have pushed down like 1.6R, and then it would have turned up and stopped you out within 2 minutes. Look at the 1 minute bars. And that's why no matter what we're doing, if it's a high impact event like NFP with these red folders on Forex Factory, I'm never holding a trade without a stop loss locked, ever, because you never know what's going to happen. Market sentiment said this was going to come lower, and now look at this thing coming way up. See if it's moving other pairs. GCAD's not moving much. EN coming down, so that was good to stay away from. Euro AUD kind of pinned up a little bit here. Now this is coming down. So you see actually the whole market's moving. USD CHF down. So this is not good for USD base pairs. Yeah, D2 idea on USD JPY also coming down. GU way up. Big bar. Wow. Huge bar. New high a day almost. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're taking the uneducated people's money. That's really what I think it is. That's why I just avoid it. And everybody gives me shit. They're like, oh, NFP creates such big moves. Why don't you trade it? It's like, because this is gambling. How did we, like, look at the news. The news said it's going to be good for the dollar. Okay, if it's going to be good for the dollar quote pair should go lower. That's normally what happens on lower medium impact news. That's traditional. But when it's a high impact news event, it can take it anywhere at once, especially with NFP. It takes it anywhere at once.